What's up? It's me, Turtle Man Ted.
And I'm Turtle Dad, and this is the Turtle Man and the Turtle Dad podcast, where we delve into the amazing characters and world of Turtle World, where Turtle Man and his friends reside.
And we're going to talk about the rings.
Yeah, we're talking about the rings and the gems of the Turtle Squad. But first, I'm going to talk about what we did right before this episode, which is we recorded our second episode of a new series that we're doing on this podcast, which is the Story Time with Turtle Man Ted and Turtle Dad, which you can hear at, or which we're recording at, facebook.com/ITSTURTLEMANTED. That's facebook.com/It'sTurtleManTed. So make sure you go there and follow us and like our page, and make sure you click that button so you get notified when we go live, because we tried going live both Facebook and YouTube today, and it didn't work super great. So we're just going to go live on one spot from now on. So you make sure you follow us on that Facebook channel. Plus there you're going to find, we're going to post things like calling for, we'll make comments on the podcast, and we'll ask for people to send us their comments and things like that. We're going to be doing more and more stuff on that page as we go. So make sure you follow facebook.com/ITSTurtlemanTed. But let's get into the story. So we are talking about the gems, and those gems made their first appearance in episode 3. Up until that point, we were unaware of their existence. We only knew about the slide, which Turtle Man, when he jumps on, transforms him into Turtle Man. And we knew about the fact that Turtle Man had a watch that transformed. But we didn't know that all of his suits and his powers were amplified by these gems when he entered in the world. And so ever since these gems showed up, they've been kind of a fun little mystery for us to try and figure out what they mean and what they are. And so Turtle Man, so first, Ted, I have a question for you. How many gems are there in Turtle World?
12.
12 gems.
Wait. 14?
14. So he thinks there's 14 gems. And we have so far seen 4 of those gems. The black gem.
That is the gem of strength.
The gem of strength. And Turtle Man has that gem. And next is the orange-yellow gem, which was the
power of...
Was that fire, right?
No, it was first was fire. Half of it was fire, and the other was a part of it was volcanic.
What?
Wait, not mechanic.
Like mechanic? Oh, like the ability to make things.
Yeah.
Okay.
It keeps things up.
You know what?
Stable.
What's so interesting is that in Greek mythology, Hephaestus, I believe, is the god of fire and the forge. Which clearly that's what you were thinking about when you came up with this gem, right?
No.
That's right. No, but it is a coincidence, and I think that's a great connection to make those two, because in the fire is also where metal is melted so that it can be formed into armor. And so the orange-yellow gem was split into 2, of course, so now there's 2 more. So does the 14 include both sides of the gem?
Oh.
So does the 14 include both sides of the gem, or is there now 15 because the one gem was broken into 2?
It was what you said before was right.
Okay, so 14 includes both sides of the gems?
Yep.
Okay. So there was 13 until in the battle between Turtle Man and War Turtle, the red-orange gem was split into... Or the red-yellow... Sorry. Yeah, the red-orange. Wasn't it red-orange?
No, yellow and
Yellow-orange. That's right. It was split into two. And there's a third one, which is the... Or fourth one, which Electric Pup found, which is another yellow gem. But it's a different yellow gem. Instead of the yellow of fire, it's the yellow of electricity. And so we've discovered 4 of the 14 gems. I'm sure as we go, we'll discover the other 10. But these 14 gems, where do they come from?
But the bird is of electricity.
Right. The fourth yellow is for electricity, right? And that's one Electric Pup has. So where did they come from?
They came from War Turtle's base.
What do you mean that's where they came from?
That's where they got made.
So War Turtle made them?
Yep.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would... What do you mean?
He made them for him.
He made them for himself. But again, this is... Okay, this is the problem. It's like you're talking about science, but we're talking about magic. Magic... These are magical gems. These are not science. So how could he have made them?
Well, he's very smart.
Yeah, but smarts doesn't make magic.
But then he's like... He thinks about how to make them. His own gems.
So he thinks about it, but that doesn't make any sense. So how does he come up with a way to make magic?
And he's like...
Wait, are you telling me that War Turtle is not just intelligent, he's also magical? Or is he able to, like, tap into the magic of the realm of Turtle World? Like, through his... Did he, like, delve so deeply into his science that he was able to actually touch the magical realm somehow?
Well, there's only a part... Turtle Man knows is super strong. So, how do you think he's strong?
He's strong because he has a gem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't answer the question of how did War Turtle create these gems when he's a scientist? He's a smart person. He's not a magician. He's not a wizard. Did he with his science, like I said, did he with his science somehow crack the formula of to somehow reach into the magical realm and find ways to channel that magic into these gems? So how did War Turtle create these gems? Did he like use his science to like tap into the magic, somehow delve so deeply into science that he was able to delve into the magic of Turtle World? Is that what happened?
No.
No, what happened?
Oh, even and also there's no magic realm in the Turtle World.
But these are magical things. I don't even mean magic realm in the sense of an actual other world. I mean, did he somehow tap into the magic that is in the fabric of, or is in the basis of Turtle World? Because this is clearly a magical world. You ride down a slide from our world to get into it. This is a realm of magic, not science. Did he somehow use his science to tap into the magic that is in Turtle World?
I thought you were in like a realm of Turtle Man.
No. I mean,
Turtle World.
No. Yes, we're talking about Turtle World. But is there like magic that underlies that sits, magic that's all throughout the world of Turtle Man of Turtle World, and was War Turtle able to tap into that magic through his science? Is that how he created the gems?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So that's what happened. So explain the experiment. Draw a word picture of how that experiment went.
It was like he was trying to make it. It took a whole week.
A whole week, yeah, I imagine it would take a long time.
Well, not 1 week, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So week turns into 2 weeks, and he is sitting in his lab trying to tap the secret of the magic of Turtle World. And when he finally does, what does he say?
He's like, I'm gonna go sleep now because he.
So he goes to sleep, and after he sleeps, he wakes up and he's struck by the magnificence of what he's accomplished. He is able to harness the magic, and so why does he choose to harness this magic in the form of 13 gems?
13?
Yes, 13. No, there's 14 because one broke in half, remember? So he starts with 13 gems.
But Volcano Man has one.
Right. But that was one gem that got broken in half. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's 13 gems when War Turtle made them. So he makes 13 gems. What gives him the idea to harness them in gems?
Oh. What does harness mean?
Oh, harness. Yeah, that's a great question. So harness is basically do you remember the Little House on the Prairie books?
Yeah.
How they rode on a covered wagon and they had a horse pulling the wagon? Yeah. Well, the harness is what they put around the horse in order to hold the wagon and pull it. So to harness something means to use its power. So he uses the gems in order to harness the power of the magical realm, or to use its power. Because he makes these gems to use the magic of Turtle World.
He tries to use them, but he accidentally made them for good guys.
So he accidentally made them for good guys. So here's the question. But here's the question I'm asking you: is before that, what gave Turtle Man the idea to use gems to channel the energy?
Well, he did it when the first enemy he started to fight. Then there became 4.
Oh my goodness! Is this expanding upon Turtle Man's, or not Turtle Man, War Turtle's origin story? Is this like when like we talked about, if you look at go listen to episode 4, Turtle Man on either Anchor FM, Spotify, YouTube, or Google Play, or any other place where you can find, or not Google Play, Google Podcasts, or any other place you can find the Turtle Man and Turtle Man podcast. You listen to episode 4 on War Turtle, you hear that he became a villain because he lived in Bully World. That's what Turtle World was called before it was Turtle World. It was Bully World, and he was bullied as a kid, and so he decided he was going to get smart and strong and beat up the bullies. But he didn't do that to become a hero, not like Turtle Man. No. He did that to become a greater villain than the world had ever seen before. And in fact, he takes over and turns it into Turtle World, or to a Villain World. And it remained that way until Turtle Man came back. And so these gems, were these the way that he was going to use these gems in order to gain control of Turtle World, or of, at that time, Bully World? Is this what he was going to do?
He was trying to make this and have it only for his world, so and also he can. Also, he won't have to pay. He tried to defeat all of them.
So he's going to try and defeat all of the villains of Bully World, because that's all it was. It was a hopeless place of bullies. And so he wanted to use that so he didn't have to pay for things, so he could just control the world. And
then, when he was trying to beat on some of all of them. At some point, Turtle Man pops up when he was trying to beat the 6 rest of them. Then he's like...
But he had the orange and yellow fire gem, right?
Then he like slides, then falls to the ground.
Right.
And he like... he's kind of faded for 1...
Right.
For 2... time.
Okay, so Turtle Man, and of course this is what we're talking about, is Turtle Man comes to Turtle World, or to Villain World at that time, at the same time that War Turtle is creating these gems. So, and you said he accidentally creates these gems for the good guys.
Yeah.
And so, are you saying that the magic of Villain World, even though everyone else was bad, that the magic was good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But while he was trying to destroy the world, sometimes the gem would try beating him up.
So the gems started working against War Turtle.
Yeah, but they were good gems.
Because they were good gems. So War Turtle just assumed that because villains have been ruling this world forever, that the magic of the world would be evil like him, and evil like the people ruling Bully World at the time, and the world that he had taken over and was turning into Villain World, and he just assumed that the magic would give him total mastery over all of Villain World, because the magic of an evil world must be evil. But he finds out when he creates those gems that the magic is good. So even though this world was evil, it was originally good. And this good magic seeks a hero to conquer it for good, and it finds Turtle Man. Wow, that's pretty cool, buddy. That's a cool idea. You know, it kind of sounds like the Bible, right? So that is a truly amazing story, buddy. And so we find this magical force. So Turtle Man has been chosen as the hero for the magic of the gems, which War Turtle tried to use for evil, but they were going to use themselves and their own power for good.
Yep.
And so we find ourselves where we are today, with 4 of the 14 gems, 4 of the 13 gems, although it's really 3 of the 13 gems, because one of the gems is split into 2, in use by the heroes, and they're using them to fight battles, kind of like we see going on in Storytime over on Facebook.com/its TurtleManTed, where we are on Storytime 2. And actually today, by the time this episode comes out, Storytime 3 will have come out. And so you can listen there, because right now, 3 of those gem holders are right now fighting for their lives, aren't they? Turtle Man is fighting to find his friend and to save his puppy and his friend Electric Pup and his friend Volcano Man, who's been taken captive. Volcano Man is fighting for his life to try and escape War Turtle's base, where he is being kept by 4 villains, where Electric Pup has been knocked unconscious and has fainted. And if you go check out Facebook.com/itsTurtleManTed, you'll find out how that story continued, and how it all turned out. So, yeah. Yep.
So, bye-bye. See you in the next video.
Yep, see you next episode. And so like and subscribe wherever you listen to this podcast. We appreciate it, and Turtle Man would love to tell you even more stories. So, tune in there, and make sure you keep an eye out for our next story time with Turtle Man Ted on the Facebook page, facebook.com/its-TurtleManTed, and make sure that you leave a comment there telling us how much you love the Turtle Man stories. So, until next time,
See you later.
See you later, Turtle Squad.